Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. This video here we're going to review a kind of small thrift store haul. Alright, we'll start off with the first bag. I don't know how many we got here, but we got a few to go over. There's a few cars in the background that I did already open up. I got a little excited there, so a few cool cars back there, but we'll start off with ripping into these and we'll take a look at what we got. There's going to be a fair bit of stuff that's really not any good. A MAISTO Jeep, got a bummed wheel there, but we got a school bus, which looks to be a MAISTO as well. Yes, it is. Interesting. We got a Matchbox, which appears to be a Matchbox SUPERFAST. It's a police launch, made in England. Very cool. Nice vintage piece. Surprising that the little guys are still there. They're not broke off. Super cool. But that's definitely an older piece for sure. Very, very cool. Still in a relatively good shape. It's beat up a bit, but for display purposes, it's pretty sweet. We got, oh, this is a new one, but nothing too fancy. This is Fast Fish. Pretty cool. This one here is going to be Matchbox Superfast. This is the Mini Haha. Very cool. Love Mini Coopers. It's kind of like an exploded version of that. The big fatties on the back. Little guy inside. Very, very cool. These are all, I mean, obviously they're from the thrift store, so they're all in, you know, played with condition, but that is pretty sweet. It's probably one of my favorite ones so far for sure. Very cool. A NASCAR of some sort. Don't collect too much NASCAR stuff. That does have Coca-Cola on there. Last one in here. Pretty sweet. This one is Hot Wheels So Fine, but pretty nice little lowrider there, done in the kind of the fuchsia color. That's pretty neat. Got this one mostly just for this particular car, actually. This is 2008 Castline Incorporated Chevrolet Bel Air, but it's all see-through, which is pretty neat. Got the Cadillac symbol on there. I don't know why it's Bel Air. I don't know why it has that. Might just be a Chevy symbol, but very cool. Missing the one little headlight, but like I say, for display purposes, that's pretty cool. It's got even a detailed engine see-through. Pretty cool. Clear wheels. Never really see that. Pretty neat. We got Monoposto. Different. Don't know too much about this particular chassis. Never really seen it. But beat up a bit. What we got? This is going to be a muscle tone. Pretty cool. Pretty neat. Flames. Marvel. Very cool. This is a MAISTO GMC Turcross concept, something like that. GMC. Pretty cool. What else? We got the Lotus. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Got some cool graphics, orange tinted windows. Pretty neat. Not a bad little one. Fantasy car of some sort. But kind of cool. Most of these cars that I get in here that I don't keep, I typically just donate them back. So, pretty neat. Porsche. No, it's made in China. That's about all I know. Pretty cool. Got suspension. Pretty neat. But pretty cool. They have work got tan interior. And then the last one from this one. Voltage. Kind of cool. Alright, move on. This one here is pretty cool. This is going to be a Matchbox mobile crane. It is missing the top piece, but still a pretty cool little casting. Got a airplane. Don't collect too many airplanes. Bike, no handlebars though. We got this one. Wheelies, 41 wheelies. Cool. Missing the roll bars, broke off, or the wheelie bar, but kind of a neat little casting. This one was pretty cool. It's quite beat up. Made in France, but Majorette dune buggy. So it's quite beat up, but it's got the little Texaco logo. Just a neat little dune buggy. Like I say, most of the stuff's in fairly beat up condition, but some of the cars are worthwhile. This one here was pretty cool. This was the Lotus M250. That's a pretty cool one to grab. Got a tan interior. Pretty nice. We got Mitsubishi or something, or yeah, Evo. Pretty cool. Michelin logo there on the hood. Not castings I typically get, but this one here is a Matchbox troop carrier. Kind of different. Army colors. Removable rear. Pretty cool. Got the kind of the wood grain in there where they'd all sit. Kind of neat. And here, a Chevelle. 1970 Chevelle SS. That's pretty cool. It's got green interior, like a yellowy green interior. Pretty cool. Can't go wrong with muscle cars. This is actually one of the reasons why I got this particular one, was this casting here. It's all metal. I'm guessing it's maybe like a Johnny Lightning because plain mantis. So, but it's pretty cool. It's all metal casting, rubber tires, but very slick look to it. Definitely wanted that, and it's in near mint condition. I mean, a few scratches on it, but nothing too bad. That was definitely one that I wanted to grab out of that bag. Ooh, another Marvel car. MAISTO. Pretty cool. Yeah, that's actually pretty cool. On was it Eldorado? Very cool. The police tempo, red windows. That's actually a pretty cool little casting. And we got the ice cream. Very cool. Some sort of dune buggy, MAISTO. This is a Datsun 240Z. Very dark. Black interior, tinted windows. Kind of a cool little cast, you know. Never really been into too much of the import stuff, but that's still pretty cool. Last one in this bag is going to be by Jada. This is a Nissan. Very cool. So, all metal rubber tires. Pretty neat little casting there. Quite a few good cars actually in a lot of these lots here. I was quite surprised to be able to find as many as I did. This one was pretty cool. Had to get this color. It's the DeLorean. Very cool. Tan interior with this kind of mustardy color. The AMC on the front. But awesome casting there. Quite like those. We got the Plymouth GTX. The Honey Nut Cheerios. Very cool. We got a lowrider. Very cool. Very nice. Like Carlo of some sort, probably. Pretty cool. Oh, Sony HD TV. Wow, that can't be that recent. Pretty cool. It's got a very, very heavy casting, actually. This one, Mustang Mach 3. Or some sort of prototype. Interesting. Don't know. A little off-road vehicle. Hot Wheels. Nice thing with these is that I don't know, I always like to donate some of the stuff back that I don't want. Sometimes my daughter will take some of it, but I try to give back to the community if I can. Corvette. Very cool. And we got, don't know what this one is. Oh, the Jester. Interesting. Not my type, but mostly why we got this one was for this car right here. So, got a flip up. I don't flip up too much anymore, but it's in relatively good shape. It's an all metal casting. So, don't really find these very often, so it's very cool. I think there's another bag that has one of these in there as well. But that's mostly why we got that bag of cars. Alright, we got a little dirt bike. Again, don't really collect those. ATV, not my thing. Diora. I do enjoy the Diora. It's pretty cool. Cold-blooded. Interesting. More likely would have been 2 surfboards that are missing. We got the Whip Creamer. Interesting. That's the sliding window. I don't normally get, like I say, this because they're in the lot, but I wouldn't normally pick these type of cars up. They're not. I don't really do too much of the fantasy stuff. Race car truck. Prime Target. No manufacturer. Made in China. And we got the Matchbox International Pumper. Pretty cool little fire truck. Very heavy casting as well. Very cool. Can't go wrong with fire trucks and police cars. And we got the Super something. Interesting. Some sort of fantasy car. Ooh, one more car, which is pretty cool. Mostly why I actually bought this one was for this car. It is a MAISTO. It is the 1969 Dodge Charger RT. But that just looks pretty cool if you ask me. Rubber tires. It is a metal, plastic base with a metal body. But that is super cool. This one does not have an opening hood. Some of them do, but the detail of the roll cage, chrome interior, super cool. Even got a detailed base. Pretty nice little casting though. Add that one there. Got quite a few. Can't see what that is, but again, some sort of fantasy car. Ooh, dump truck or garbage truck. Got a bummed wheel. Get a bummed wheel. This is just China made. Lovely. Nothing good about that. And we got another fantasy car. The big alligator on the side. Pretty cool. Oh yeah. Yeah, this is one of the ones. Well, another reason why I got this particular one was for this Hot Wheels Bronco. Very cool. All metal casting. The bike is there, which is typically not, or the cover itself is missing. But this one is actually in relatively good condition, considering. It's white interior all the way around. White bike. Very cool. That's definitely a nice one to add to the collection for sure. Oh, and here's another one of those see-through ones. Interesting. 1954 Mercury. Very cool. Oh, it even has pink. Oh, the camera can pick that. Pink seats. Very cool. Huh. Oh, apparently they even have opening doors. I don't know the other one. I don't know where the other one went to. We'll find that. Oh, there it is. That's pretty cool. Interesting. That's super cool. The detailing in there. That is absolutely stunning. I don't know. I'd have to research just where this came from, but it's a metal base. You can see that this one. Oh, they screwed it. Oh, whoops. They were mounted onto something. I thought that originally when I saw them that they were like M2 because M2 had these. I could be wrong. I'll have to look into that and see. That's what I thought they were, but I could be wrong. But yeah, opening doors. M2 would make sense, but I don't know if they. I know they did make see-through castings like this, so they could very well be M2. That's cool. Definitely be adding those to the display wall. And then we got, again, straight out of China. I don't know what that's supposed to be. The back like that, I'm not sure. 2001 on the hood. No idea. And we got some big off-road Hummer. Very cool. Hummer with the little box in the back. It's like the pickup truck version. Kind of cool. That's kind of neat. What we got here? Oh, hey, maybe those little handlebars will fit on my motorcycle. That's probably where they're from. Where'd that motorcycle go? I don't know if they're for this or not, but. Oh no, they're not. It's not for that. Ah, well, we tried. Alright. So, this one's pretty cool. This is a Johnny Lightning. So, that one, yeah, I would assume that's what I thought it was, a Johnny Lightning, because but they must be different years because they're very similar cars. They're slightly different, but wheel wells are a bit different. It's got the back doesn't come. It kind of has like a little trunk. This one does not. That's pretty cool. Casting though. I don't know if it says what it is. No. But rubber tires. Very, very cool. That's a pretty cool little car. The Goodyear tires. Red interior. It's got a textured roof. That's pretty sweet. And we got one more bag. Oh, some sort of radio controlled car. We don't need that. Matchbox emergency rescue. Cool. We got Storm Watch. Lots of moving. These things come out. Pretty cool. You can push them down, but you can take them out. Rotate them. Get pretty neat little vehicle. Matchbox. Very cool. This one is Shoebox, I think it's called. Some pretty interesting graphics. Pirate guy there. Very cool. Red windows and a chrome interior. Pretty cool. This one, concept car. Alright. Completely see-through chrome interior. Neat. And we got medieval. Kind of different. It's got fenders on one side and not on the other. Different. And we got, looks to be, a welly. Oh, pretty cool. Little, clearly not to any sort of scale. I don't know if it says. No. Interesting. It is a all metal casting like the actual body itself. Very cool. But definitely not to scale. Alright. The last car we got, I think that's all of them. It's going to be this guy here. This is why we bought this particular set of cars. Hot Wheels. This one's made in Thailand. This was a good score for this one. Absolutely stunning. It is in near mint condition. I mean, there's a little scuff there, but for the most part, it is in very good shape considering it's been bounced around in these bags and whatnot. But yeah, it's pretty cool. You don't find these for very cheap anymore. They seem to hold their value a bit. But yeah, very cool. You can see that they a little bit different, a bit older. They don't open up as far either as they got newer, and then eventually they just made them non-opening at all. But man, it's a good score for that piece right there. And then a few in the back here, we got, of course, the ever popular Hot Wheels Peterbilt in Malaysia. Very cool. Older casting for sure, all metal. Got the bucket on here. This stuff's typically broke off, but it's pretty cool. I have a bunch of these mint on the card, but it's pretty cool just to, you know, for display purposes. I don't have to open up good ones. We got one from, what's this one? Matchbox Peterbilt. So, very cool. Interesting. The Hot Wheels is going to be a bit older casting might be all metal, but this one here is pretty cool. That's what he wrote in there. You shouldn't write on your Hot Wheels. But very cool. It's pretty nice. We got a 69, which is, whoops, is my favorite year for the Camaro. This is the attuned version, so it's kind of the short and funny looking type, but that's still pretty cool. 69 Camaro. And then we got Jada, which is their SCION. Or sorry, this one's not Jada. I thought it was originally. It's Hot Wheels. Very cool. Got some TV in the back. Alpine. Pretty cool little souped up vehicle. I'll see too much of this scale from Hot Wheels 1/43 or something. I believe it said on here. No, maybe not. But somewhere around that. Very cool. And one that I've never purchased is the Larry Wood. I've tried to buy them. They're very expensive. This one here is made in Hong Kong. I don't know exactly the year on it, but it's definitely a very early release. But it's quite beat up, but you know, for just a display purpose, this is perfect for me. I've tried to buy them, like I said, in any sort of good condition. They definitely command more than I would want to spend. I don't really collect the tow trucks, but to have the Larry Wood, and you can still see the name on there clear as day, so that's pretty cool. Was pretty stoked to see that in there. And that's probably my favorite one, is the Larry Wood tow truck, and most definitely going to be the funny car. Very cool. Some very sweet finds. So if you're out there hunting, definitely check out your local thrift store. Support the community. And like I say, anything I don't keep, I will be donating back to them. You know, my daughter will probably get a couple of them, but the majority of these cars will be donated back for other kids to get their hands on. So hopefully everybody enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Bye.